We're really not that far away from the next Red Dead Online update. At the time of recording this video, we're not sure what it's going to be or when it's actually going to release, but the second Rockstar announces it, we're talking about it being public the next couple of days or even the following week. And as I do this with every update, I've started my preparation already. So in this video, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing to prepare for the next winter update for Red Dead Online. Before I do get into the video, if you're enjoying the content here and want to see a bit more from me, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Every single week we're uploading the latest news and the latest tutorials so that you can get the most out of Red Dead Online. So if that is of any interest to you, then make sure you are following the channel. Getting back into the video, let's just make this clear right at the beginning. You don't have to prepare. If you only played Red Dead Online a couple days or weeks while you enjoy the new content, or if you already have a good amount of money and gold, you're good. You really don't need to do anything, but if you're a player like me who likes to go over the top and also has nothing else to do right now but still enjoys Red Dead Online, then it's somewhat fun for you to set a goal and push towards it, and that's exactly what this type of video is. So if you really can't be bothered to go through any of the stuff that we talk about in this video, then just remember you don't have to. You could just carry on doing what you want to do to have fun. But if you do want to be efficient and you do want to hit the ground running, this is what I'm doing. The first thing is that I am making sure that I have completed all previous content. The main stuff that you need to finish and actually get to is complete all Land of Opportunity missions, get the Collector to max rank 20, get the Bounty Hunter to max rank 30 whilst also completing the Legendary bounties, get the Trader to max rank 20, get the Moonshiner to max rank 20 and also complete the Life of Shine missions, get the Natris to max rank 20, and finally go through the Blood Money opportunities and complete all three of them at least once. The reason for this is because Rockstar tracks progression in each of these different areas, and if they really want to, depending on what the update is next, they can make it a requirement for you to finish some of this previous content for you to get access. With the previous Blood Money update, we didn't actually have to complete anything beforehand. It was given to us for free. We didn't have to use gold money to buy in, and we didn't need to complete any of the previous content. This was because it was supposed to be right at the beginning of the game to boost audience retention. But I will be very surprised if Rockstar was to do this again with this next update. So I'm expecting Rockstar to make us go into some of this previous content beforehand to achieve a certain rank or get to a certain position, and then for us to be able to unlock whatever content it is going to be. And as we don't know what it's going to require, it just makes life easier for us to make sure that we max out everything that's already there. The next thing that you're going to need is money and gold. And with this, you don't need a crazy amount. And going off what we've had with previous updates, if you have anywhere between $5,000 to $10,000, you're in a good position for you to be able to buy any of the essentials. If you're looking to get loads of different cosmetic items, then you're going to need quite a bit more than that. But for most of you, you're probably only looking for the essentials. As for gold, this is buying into whatever content it is, if there's a price tag, and also getting some cosmetics, with there also being a quick draw clubs, or if Rockstar changed the name this time around to go back to outlaw passes or whatever they're doing with the season passes, then you're probably going to need anywhere between 50 to 100 gold. I always recommend to have 100 gold right at the beginning of the update so that you can buy into everything that you want to buy into. But do remember that when you go for a quick draw club, it's likely that you're going to get all that gold back. If you really want to be over prepared for this next content drop, you could also go and max out and get 50 Capitali. There's a part of me which hopes Rockstar will expand on what we had with the Blood Money update, either by giving heists which require us to get Capitali to actually enter and go into, or to actually make Capitali worth it by actually adding a shop around it where you can buy other types of items. I don't think Rockstar will actually do it, but if you do want to be over prepared, you could go and get an extra 50 Capitali if you haven't already. Mine was already full, and as I have gone through all the opportunities a number of times, I'm not going to use them. So I do always have that as backup if Rockstar does decide to actually add something in this area. The next thing that some players like to do at this time of the year is to grind as many collector sets as possible before the next update. One thing that I do with every single update is try and stack as many collector sets as possible within my satchel, and then when that new update is released, I'll buy into the quick draw club and I will sell every single one of those sets until I get to max rank within that quick draw club. This makes it incredibly easy to rank up, that it can just be done in a matter of minutes. Now, I say this every single year and it always gets kickback because people always say, why do you do it? You're only going to complete content within minutes and then complain. And my response has always been the same. I do this for content. I'm able to go through all of this, record the footage, and then use it in a number of different videos. You do not have to do the exact same thing, but I like to say it because there are people that do like to go and do this. But at the exact same time, it's still a good idea for you to get collector sets, but for two different reasons. The first reason is that at some point within the next major update, there will be a double payout on collector sets. It always happens. So to be efficient, you can get all the collector sets now and just sit on them until Rockstar circles around to releasing a weekly update where there's double money. The second reason is that we could get extra content which requires collector sets. In the Naturalist update and the Moonshine update, Rockstar added new roles, and with both of them, they crossed over into previous roles. We got Moonshine recipes which required collectibles from the flour and alcohol sets, and with the Naturalist you could craft trinkets which required different pieces of jewelry. Of course, you can wait until the update releases and see what is required and then go out there into the collector role and actually pick up the items that you need, but we do need to remember that you are only allowed to pick up one collectible each day from the guaranteed sets except from the flowers, and for the random sets, well, they're random. Some have a super low chance of being collected, so the likelihood of you getting it on the day is incredibly low. And if the collector sets aren't needed for the next update, well, that's not a problem. You can sell them where you'll get cash and XP. You can also progress through the quick draw club, which we said earlier, and on top of that, if you just sit there and hold them, eventually you'll get a double payout where you can get twice as much money or twice as much XP. From this, there is literally no downside. For those of you that do want to take it to the extreme, you can also do the exact same thing with herbs and ingredients. There could be a section within the next update which requires us to craft different consumable items or to use these different ingredients to actually craft something else, whether it be items of clothing or they're actually used to build a business. And this brings us on to the last thing that I like to do when actually preparing. This is by storing as many legendary animal pelts as I can into my hunting wagon. This is very similar to what we do with collector sets and looking for herbs and ingredients. Rockstar can make it so that you needed these items to actually go into the new content. I like just going over to Harriet, talking to her, getting a legendary animal mission, go through that mission, and once I find the legendary animal, kill it, skin it, and I'll put me back into free roam. Once I'm back into free roam, I'll head over to my hunting wagon and chuck it in the back. Eventually, I'll do this enough time that I have enough legendary animal pelts that I cannot store anymore. Just make sure that I'll be prepared if new content is released and it requires legendary animal pelts. I can throw them straight in right at the beginning, or I can just use this for the trader. And it means that I spend less time focusing on the trader when the new update is out and more time actually focusing on the new content while still being able to make a decent amount of money. Yet again with this, it is a win-win situation. There is no downside for you to store legendary animals. It is also pretty much guaranteed that at some point within the future, Rockstar is going to have an increased payout on either legendary animals or trader deliveries. And it's at that point in which you can sell those legendary animal pelts, or you can donate them all to cribs to actually get some materials and then actually go and create some goods. Anyway guys, these are all the different ways in which you can prepare for the next major update if you want to. Remember, and I did say this at the beginning, you do not need to prepare if you don't want to. This is for those that do enjoy playing this game but just currently have nothing to do. It's nice to set a goal for yourself, and it's somewhat satisfying for you to actually achieve that goal, even if it is boring and tedious, such as collecting herbs and ingredients. And I wouldn't be surprised for some of you, you got into Red Dead Online, you started playing just a few Land of Opportunity missions, and then you actually used gold bars to just buy into roles, and then you never went back to them. So I honestly wouldn't be surprised if there's some content in here that you haven't actually played through yet. Whether it be a Land of Opportunity missions, a Life is Shy missions, or some of the Blood Money opportunities. If you do have any questions about anything, then please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. But anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. if you did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going. So see ya.